When Jrue Holiday was snubbed from the All-Defensive team last year, many players came out and spoke on how Jrue Holiday was the best defender in the league. One of the most interesting parts came from JJ Redick's podcast with KD.
Yeah, Jrue Holiday is solidified as probably the best defender in the league at the guard position. The way he, well, when we talk about defense, a lot of people don't really understand what defense really means. You know, it's a force for different positions, especially at the point guard. The stuff you got to do to guard, they don't get a lot of credit for fighting over screens, and especially now they're getting screened at half court. Guys are running off a pin down. So I feel like it's a huge discrepancy between what the players think and what the media thinks.
When fans think about great defense, we look at possessions like this. This is really good defense, but the reality is that these one-on-one battles are really hard to come by. Superstars are always looking for better matchups, and slowing stars down takes a whole team and not one individual. So today I wanted to break down why NBA players think Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league by analyzing his defense against two of the best scorers in the league, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So on May 2nd against the Milwaukee Bucks, Kevin Durant scored 42 points on 16 for 33 shooting, while Kyrie Irving had 20. When Jrue Holiday was the main defender, KD was 1 for 3 with this jumper being his only points against him. Kyrie was 3 for 6 with 7 points, but look at the difficulty of these shots. So how did Jrue Holiday slow them down? One of the best things Holiday does is use his hands and length. I'm going to play this clip first with some hot mics.
Kyrie Irving, Holiday on him. That'll be a fun matchup to watch. There's so many great matchups. If these two teams ever met in the playoffs, Holiday couldn't quite hold on, and Brooklyn will get it back.
Just a great defender.
So Holiday is shading Kyrie away from the baseline because Brook Lopez can come help when necessary. Kyrie wants to go away from the double team, so he crosses to the baseline, and that's when Holiday says, "Brook, come." As Kyrie goes baseline, Holiday uses his hands to slow him down, and he strips the ball before he can go up. Even if Kyrie goes up, Lopez is right there to contest. So here Holiday wants Kyrie to go baseline because Lopez is guarding Jordan, who's not a three-point threat. He uses his left arm to hold his ground against him, and uses his other hand to deflect the ball out of bounds. You really see any guard do that to Kyrie, but because Holiday is shading him a specific way, this makes it easier for him to know what direction he's going to be dribbling. And again, if Irving got past Holiday, Lopez is right there. With KD in the post, Holiday, like Draymond, checks KD with his left arm on his right hip to absorb the contact and hold his ground. As KD starts dribbling near fours, it's hard to tell if Holiday actually deflected it, but the point is that it's really hard to dribble around him because of his hands and length. His length also helps him contest shots when he's not really in the best position. Kyrie Irving gets Holiday a bit out of position here, but his length helps him recover and contest a shot well. And here, Irving runs a nice dribble handoff with Joe Harris, and it gets him a pretty good look, but look at the ground Holiday covers without fouling him, and he misses. Holiday also has great strength as a guard. Here, Kevin Durant tries posting him up. He uses his left arm to hold his ground and his chest to take the initial contact, and notice how KD barely moves him, and Holiday contests the shot well. The most impressive part of Holiday's game is how he can fight over screens and stay in front, which in my opinion is one of the most important parts in a great defender. Kyrie gets a screen from Jordan, and Holiday is able to fight under it and get back to Irving with Giannis's help. He passes it and Green misses. Here, Holiday picks up KD from half court and he steps up as he sees Green screening. Now look how he gets upright and slides his feet so Green can't screen him, and he's still able to stay in front of Kevin Durant. He adjusts his body to get over the second screen, and he rides KD to the rim where Lopez is right there to block the shot. And because of this, KD and Kyrie barely win at Holiday in the fourth quarter, which is the ultimate respect a superstar can give a defender. Most notably, Durant went at Pat Connaughton and he knocks down the jumper here. And you can see here after the Bucks scored, Middleton is probably telling him Durant is targeting you again, and he says, "I got you," and Durant misses. The Bucks switch to KD and Kyrie pick and roll here, and even though Durant has an 8-inch advantage over Holiday, he gives it to Kyrie to ISO against Tucker, who's also a pretty good defender, but he can't bother Irving's handle nearly as much as Holiday, and he scores on this play. So hopefully you guys were able to see a glimpse of why players believe Holiday is the best defender in the league. This is a potential second round series, and it will be interesting to see how the Bucks match up with the Nets. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.